All right, folks, Brian Blessing in Las Vegas. Glad to be with you, ATS.io. Looking forward to a great weekend of NFL playoff action. And how about the get-out game? Sunday night football. It's Cleveland and Pittsburgh, a rematch of the Week 17 game. The Browns, congrats. Stefanski does a great job. You know, they lose OBJ, and this team still finds a way. They can run the football with Chubb and Hunt. Mayfield's really starting to figure things out, and he's been a leader on the field for him. It's such an interesting matchup. They just played in Week 17. Steelers, they go with Mason Rudolph, and it comes down to the wire. 2-point conversion. Rudolph can't get it through. But the Steelers, you know, they showed up and they played hard with their backups. A lot of pressure was on Cleveland. Monkeys off their back. Is Cleveland, to a degree, playing with house money being in the postseason? That could prove to be the case. Pittsburgh, a 3.5-point favorite. Total on the game is 47. Now, there's been a lot of professional love for years in Vegas. A lot of sharp money betting the Browns, and it burned money for a long time. This year, getting rewarded a little bit. I think this game, you'll see threes for a good portion of the week. The total on the game, I got to think, might come down. And I'm of the belief that these two defenses will have their moments, because Pittsburgh was a lot of dink and dunk stuff. They had one good quarter for Roethlisberger where he had to stretch the field, and it worked for him. But most of the year, a lot of underneath stuff. Now, you've got the weapons, there's no doubt, with Deontay Johnson, who had 3 catches and 96 yards in the game on Sunday, and Chase Claypool, 5 catches for 101 and a touchdown. But that's Rudolph slaying around. Roethlisberger was doing a lot of underneath stuff. Now, can Pittsburgh run the football? They've just not really been able to run it most of the year with Connor and or Snell. Pittsburgh's got to run the football. This defense can fly around. They're physical and punishing, and they've got to create turnovers, and that's it. Mayfield gets in the postseason. He's got to calm his nerves down and protect the football. The first time they played October 18th, 38-7, boat race. Pittsburgh wins it. 24-22 was the final score this past Sunday. I think this is going to be more of a backyard alley fight. The weather, the good news, 30 degrees and clear. Now, again, we're like a week out, and we know the wind swirls in there, and it's a tough place to kick the football. So that could come into play, because if this is a close football game, you know, one of these kickers is going to have to boot one through the uprights in what can be swirling, windy conditions. Listen, Chubb had 14 carries for 108 yards, had the one long touchdown run against Pittsburgh this past Sunday. Got to love that combo of Chubb and Hunt. Got to run the football in the pass. Edge to the Browns, honestly, in that very important department. But I think you give an edge to the Steelers defense. I think the Browns are going to run it, try to control the clock. If Roethlisberger's going underneath, I think the field goal kickers are going to be busy. I think the total could come down. I think it's a low-scoring game. Could come down to who has the football last. The Browns in the playoffs for the first time in forever, and the Steelers, the 3 seed, looking to get the W. And again, they split the first 2 matchups in the regular season. One was a blowout. One, the Steelers played their backup. So this is the one that we'll remember in the 2020 campaign. Should be fun. Browns and Steelers, the get-out game in the playoffs this week. For ATS.io in Las Vegas, I'm Brian Blessing.